Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MySpace podcast. I'm your host, Miley, and today I'll be reviewing the book, The Perfect Formula by Annalise, Levine. Look at that, I said her name right. Okay, let's get this started, shall we? Rating. So, I give this book a 9 out of 10. I really liked it. I thought it was cute. However, didn't like how they couldn't communicate with each other. What is it with people not being able to communicate? Like, why is that the main trope that we use in any type of romance? Like, it's always miscommunication. As a whole, though, the book was pretty good. So, yeah. Formula One is not really the focus of the book. Like, it has a part, but it's more the people are the focus of it. There's some scenes where Griffin's driving or doing training and whatnot for Formula One, but it focuses way more on the characters. And I like that. But also, it just depends. It was good, so there's no reason for me to be like, oh, I need more of the Formula One stuff, which we already got a lot of, so yeah. POV. First person, and it switches between Violet and Griffin's POVs. Genre, romance, Formula One. Pretty simple. Plot/storyline. I keep doing it in an accent. I tried to stop, but it didn't work. So, it starts like this. Griffin finds a baby on his front porch after a race week. The baby's name is Hazel. He knows who the mother is because she left a note. I honestly wish we could have at least met her. We didn't meet her. It was like she was mentioned a couple times and then forgotten about. Anyways, he has to tell his PR manager and the owner, Julian, who is Violet's father. Both the PR manager and Julian agree to keep this out of the press so that they can control the storyline when it does come out. So they want it to come out when they want it to, basically. Julian then blackmails Violet into being a nanny for Griffin, and her job is to basically keep him focused and race ready. She teaches him how to become a parent throughout all this. All the while, they're both falling for each other. He convinces her to go with him to a race because he doesn't want to be away from Hazel anymore. He hates it. And then this is also around when things start to come out. All on Griffin's own volition. I think that's the right word. Except like one thing. Which the person who outed that had a relation to what he outed, and it wasn't a good thing to out. This person also decided to do some other things related to this whole thing. Talk about it in the spoilers. Then, of course, Violet and Griffin get together. Then, also, things have to come crashing down because, well, it's a romance book. Always has to crash down. And guess what? Communication is part of that. And then after some much-needed groveling, but probably could have also done some more, they get back together. Also, this groveling is from Griffin. And also, some better communication also happens within this, too. Who would have known? And then it ends. So, starting with let's go to the characters now, shall we? Violet. She has been living under her father's rule forever. Like, basically, for her to get what she wants, she has to do what he says, and he will ruin other things for her. Like, if she starts to show interest in anything that he doesn't like, he will ruin it. Like, he will take that away from her. She wants to become a psychologist, and she is getting her doctorate. However, she doesn't have any money, and because of who her father is, people won't give her money. And her father won't give her any money unless she does everything that he wants her to do. And so that's how he manipulates and blackmails her into doing things. She hates him. She's amazing with kids. So that's good, Even though, like, never mind. I don't know what I was gonna say. She doesn't like drivers, and she has a lot of things against them. Like, she mentioned at some point that she dated a driver, and it was mentioned once, and never mentioned again. Like, I need some more. Give me some more. So she has all these pre-assumptions about drivers. So that's one reason why she tries to keep her distance from Griffin, because she doesn't want to get attached, because she thinks that he's just going to leave her. So yeah, and she's also been too fearful to really push past her father and gain her own independence. So, that's somewhere she grows in. Now to Griffin. So, he was a playboy before, he finds a baby on his porch. And then he does a whole 180 and becomes into like a father and a guy who wants a serious relationship. Honestly, we need more of that whole playboy aspect, because I don't even know if it mentioned it in the book, but it mentioned it in the summary. And if you didn't read the summary, then you wouldn't know he was a playboy before all this. Like, you could guess, but like, you need some more of that. Please. So, he thinks that Violet and Julian have a good relationship with each other because of all the masks Violet has had to slip on to do what her father wants of her. And that becomes a whole thing. And he doesn't see past that. And he also thinks that she's reporting back to her father. So, all this just kind of like helps everything blow up in the end. But he is really protective. He's literally protecting also the woman that is the mother of Hazel, because he knows that she doesn't want to be in the spotlight or anything, so he doesn't tell anyone. And they are both really bad at communication, especially her. And then he just doesn't listen. Oh, I'm falling. Okay. Spoilers. So, Hazel's mother is the sister of one of the other races, Jesse Callahan. I believe that's his last name. And he hates Griffin. He is the one who tells the world that his sister is the mother of Hazel, outing her to the whole world. So you see, it wasn't Griffin, it was Jesse. And he just blurts it out, basically. He goes and he gets all angry about it, and then punches Griffin, and then tells it to the whole world in front of cameras. He does this like twice. He also then starts a whole custody battle, saying that Hazel should be with her real family, not Griffin. But that doesn't work because Griffin has been doing an amazing job as a father. So then he drops the charges at the end. He's like, and also like, nobody was gonna fight Griffin on this. Like, Hazel's mother had completely just been like, I don't want her, and I want her to be with Griffin. So like, nobody was gonna fight that. And also, that's another thing. Like, I would actually like to meet Hazel's mother. Like, not just have one conversation over the phone. Like, I need more. Anyways, after Violet and Griffin had gotten together, Julian comes and tells Violet that she's done exactly what he wanted her to do, and that was to get together with Griffin, because now he can use her and Hazel to keep him in check, because Griffin is like the hardest driver to control. And he also continues to say she needs to keep it up or he's going to pull her tuition, so then she wouldn't be able to get her doctorate. He then puts on a mask in front of Griffin and he basically gives his approval. So Griffin thinks it's a good thing. And he's all like, this is a good thing. We can go out into the world and be like, we're together. But Violet knows it's not. And this is when the bad communication comes out, because Violet's just saying this is a bad thing. You don't know my father like I do, and blah, 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 blah. Not actually giving any real evidence to what her father has done. I'm like, really? Like, she actually gives no evidence to it. Because Griffin doesn't immediately agree with her and doesn't immediately believe her. She's like, oh, then he doesn't deserve, or like, he's not. She's basically like, because he doesn't believe, then it doesn't matter. So I'm not going to tell him anything. Like, I'm not going to. And even after cooling down, she doesn't be like, oh, I should probably tell him so then he can understand. She doesn't try to help him understand. Nope. She's just like, I'm leaving you, bye. She does stay to help with Hazel, of course. And also, Griffin only knows what he's seen of their relationship, which is all fake. So he doesn't believe her and thinks she's overreacting. And also, Violet has had so many chances to tell him what her father has done to her. And she doesn't tell him anything at any of these moments. Not even at this point in time when she could. Like, come on. You guys have to communicate, please. Like, And then after a bad practice session from Griffin, Julian gets really angry and basically admits to everything that he has done to Violet and Griffin in front of the whole garage and probably some cameras. And now Griffin knows the truth, and this is when he does his whole groveling stuff, which consists of giving her everything she's mentioned liking or wanting to try, filling the hotel room with her favorite flower, irises, and giving her some relaxation time away from Hazel. He also then signs with another team for the next season, showing that he is completely breaking away from Julian's control. He then apologized profusely to Violet, and then they get back together. Woo! He wins his 3rd championship, and that's it. That's the end of the book. Yeah, he also convinces Violet to stay with him. Yeah, and that's it. There's the book for you. Not much else. I went through that really fast. This is going to be a short video. Nothing else to really say. Yeah, I will now. I'm going to read the next book in the Mistborn series. So you're going to be like, what? But you already read it. Yeah, but at this moment of time, I haven't. Look at my Instagram. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching and listening, and have a good rest of your day, night, week, month, year, life. Thank you and goodbye.